Hello there, my little chicken nuggets. How are you all doing? I hope you're good. In today's video, we're doing just a good old-fashioned favorites because I feel like I haven't done one of these in so long and a lot has changed in my day-to-day routine, and so I thought I would sit down and tell you guys everything I've been loving. It's pretty simple. Like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit, and let's get into the video, shall we? I've missed you. Let's go. Okay, so the first part of this video is sponsored, but let me tell you, genuinely looking you right in the freaking eye right now, even though right now you're a camera, this brand is dope. I'd heard a few things about it over the last year or so, but then they sent me a bunch of stuff and then they were like, if you like it, we'd love to work with you. So here we are. So the brand is called Merit. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or not, but if you haven't, please check them out because their brand, their branding, their products, the packaging, so sick. So yeah, I've been trying out a bunch of their products over the last few months and I do have a few favorites. I mean, to be honest, everything that I've tried from them is really, really good, but these are my favorite products. So I'm just going to run through them very, very quickly. We have their moisturizing primer. We have their minimalist complexion sticks. These are probably my favorite products, but I am going to show you guys me applying them in like natural lighting and everything in a second. This bronzing balm here, which by the way, I have everything on my face right now. And then this little blush pot, this is called the Flush Balm. Honestly, I freaking love so many of the products that they sent over, but the reason that I'm telling you guys about this today is because they actually have a bunch of bundles. So if you want to try out some of the products that I'm going to show you guys, then you can actually buy them in bundles and save yourself a bit of money. But not only that, okay, let me just fill it up so it looks all good. Hang on, just filling up this thing here. You're like, what are you doing, Steph? So this cute little bag here, which is very much going with my hair and everything going on in the background right now, this is something that you will get for free if you buy anything from the website. So your first order, it doesn't matter if you're buying one product or like every single product on the website, you will get this makeup bag for free. And I'm not being funny, but like very cute makeup bag, right? But also, this could be a really good night out bag. Like, do you see the vision that I'm working with here? Like, I love a makeup bag, but I look at this and I'm more like, this is something I would just wear. It's so nice. It's really, really good quality and you get it for free. Yeah. Pretty sweet. So I'm going to include all the info for this little bag here and all the bundles down below. So make sure you check that out if you guys want to try anything. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to cut back to earlier on today when I was applying this all over my face and show you guys some of these products in real time. Natural lighting, 4K camera. So let's go. Got my little bag, of course. Like, seriously, how cute is this? This is not just like a standard makeup bag. This is so cute. So I'm going to start off with the Great Skin Moisturizing Primer. You guys know how I feel about moisturizing primers. They're basically all that I wear. But normally, to be honest, I just wear like a moisturizer. So this actually has like the priming benefits as well, which is fab. Get it right up in the snoz. Okay, I'm now going to go in with probably my favorite product from Merit, which is the Minimalist. This is their complexion stick. So you have the product on one side and then you just twist it up on the other. I'm actually using a different shade today because I do have some fake tan on. And I'm going to put a decent amount on so you guys can see it. But I'm just going to go like under my eyes like so. I might even use my other shade for my under eyes. It's so creamy as well. I don't know if you can tell, but even with the amount that I'm putting on, it barely makes a dent in the actual product. So this guy is going to last you a while. So you can see that's how it's all looking. I'm then going to blend it out with their brush. Obviously, you can use whatever brush you like to use, but I really do like this one. And again, it's like the perfect size for your handbag. And it basically just blends itself out. It's genuinely so good. Like, look at it. It's so good. Yeah, I want to show you guys a natural light because obviously sometimes the studio lights can kind of wash me out a little bit, but here you can actually see like what it's actually doing to my skin. And what it's doing to my skin is pretty good. Like, I know it's such a cliche thing to say and be like, oh my god, it really does just look like your skin but better, but it genuinely does. Look, no filters, 4K camera, natural light. You're seeing my skin exactly as it looks, and I'm a big fan. Okay, so this is probably my second favorite product, which is the Bronze Balm. I use it in the shade Sen. I don't really know how to say it, but it's, watch. Okay, a little bit of this. Again, a few swipes. If you're a fake tan girly, you get it. Like, sometimes your face doesn't always match your body. So this, just with like a little bit of moisturizer underneath, it just makes you look healthy and glowy and dewy and great. Okay, so the last thing from Merit is a little bit of a rogue one for me. And this is actually a color I've not used before. It's in the shade Cheeky. This is their Flush Balm. So let's try this color together. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, it's a little bit more plummy than my usual, but I'm kind of into it. But like, do you see how everything just melts together? And then with these things as well, you can just, I have no mirror on me right now. I'm literally just using it in the viewfinder. And like literally feels like nothing on my skin. Like I feel like I just have moisturizer on. That's all I feel like I have on my face. But yeah, I just want to show you guys these products in natural light just so you could see everything. So now we're going to go back to the studio. I've always wanted to say that. Back to the studio. I feel like some sort of like weather reporter or something like, thank you so much, Steph Toms. I've been also Steph Toms. But yeah, if you guys wanted to check out any of those complexion products, like I said, a lot of them will be in bundles, which you can find down below. And also on your first order, you will get this little bag here. But yeah, click the links down below, check them out, because honestly, the products are dope. Okay, let's move on to some other bits I've been loving. So we're gonna talk tan, because your girl didn't really go outside at all this summer. Like, I am probably the palest I've ever been underneath this tan, and people always ask me questions about whether or not my tan is real. Just like a lot of the things on my body and my face, the answer is no. But if you want to get a real looking tan, please try this stuff. Please. I feel like I've tried just about every tan on the market, and I do have my favorites, but this is like the GOAT for me. It's the Tanologist Express Tan. This one takes 1 hour to develop. I usually, depending on the color that I want, sometimes I will leave it on overnight if I am just feeling a little bit lazy and I just kind of want to just sleep with my tan on. But you can literally leave this on for about an hour and it does the job. It gives you the most natural, like olivey looking tan. By the way, I've done something to my shoulder. I think the video's coming up soon, but I did like Cornwall's equivalent of Tough Mudder, and I am broken. I'm actually getting a massage later on, but trying to lift up my arm is so difficult. But yeah, this is my tan at the moment. I've actually had this on for like 4 or 5 days now, and it's still looking pretty fresh. Like, even around my wrists and everything, you can see it's starting to come off ever so slightly, but in quite a natural way. But yeah, this was just one coat of that tan. Honestly, as soon as I run out of this stuff, I have drawers and drawers full of other tanning products, but as soon as I start running out of this stuff, I just go and buy another. They never sent it to me. Like, that's not like I'm not like sad about it, but they've never sent it to me or anything. I just bought it on a whim, and it is literally my favorite tan ever. So easy to apply. It's got a guide color as well, so you can fully see where you're applying everything. I will say the water one that they do, it's like a clear tan. That one is really, really good, but it doesn't go as dark as this one. So that's why I just tend to prefer using this one at the moment, especially being a pale biatch. But yeah, love that. If you want to try a new tan, please give it a go. I think it's maybe like 14 or 15 pounds, and you can usually get it on offer like a 2 for 1 or 2 for half price or something in Superdrug. But I love this. It is fully my holy grail, and I've been using it now for a few years. Okay, speaking of tan, I also have an incredibly pale face, and I look like I'm dying when I'm super pale. Some people, like, they look so cute, whereas like even my own dad, when he sees me without any tan on, he's like, "Are you ill?" I'm like, "No, father, this is literally how you made me. Thanks for the confidence boost." But this just makes me look healthy, okay? This makes me look alive, and I feel like it also does some really good stuff for my skin. So you may have seen me talk about this before. This is the Iconic London Prep Set and Tan Tanning Mist. I actually got this in TK Maxx. Maybe have a little look either on the website or in your local store, because I got this for, I think, half price. I think I got 2 bottles for like £12 each. And basically, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like their original setting spray, where it's got all the like little sparkly bits in it. You give it a shake, and then all I do, I won't do it now just because it'll go everywhere, but what I'll do is I'll usually take some sort of brush like this, like a kabuki brush or something, and give it around 4 sprays straight onto the brush. You can do it straight onto your face, but I often find that I sort of get it in my hair and everything. So I'll spray it straight onto the brush and then just like blend it all over my skin. And I'll either do this in the morning, like before I'm putting on my makeup, or last thing at night. And honestly, you will wake up with the glowiest and most like natural tan skin of your life. Like, it doesn't look sparkly. If you got really up close, you might be able to see a little bit of sparkle, but like on face value, you just look like you're glowing. And I believe they do 2 shades. Which one have I got? I've got Glow, and I think they also do one called Original, but I just always tend to gravitate towards this one. But it's the best, honestly. Like, again, when I was running out of this, I had the tiniest little dribble left, and I was going to buy it, but then I saw it on TK Maxx, and I stocked up on 2 bottles, and it lasts a really, really long time as well. I think I've been using this now for, like, this bottle in particular for like 3 weeks, and I've used that much. I think it's got like hyaluronic acid and stuff in there as well. Hydrating hyaluronic acid. Yeah, so that's probably why it makes my skin look really good. Okay, quick one actually. I'm not going to open this up because it's telling me some personal information here. One thing I will mention as well that I've been loving recently, that's not to do with anything to do with fall at all, but, and I know some people find these things a little bit controversial, but the Flow period tracker app, game changer. Like, I am chronically single right now. Chronically, how do I say this? Not active in any shape or form, so I'm not using it for any kind of like contraception or anything like that. But when I went through a really stressful period over the last year, lol, pun intended with the period thing, my periods were like all over the place. I was having some wacky symptoms. I was actually getting quite worried. But over the last like month or so, I actually just downloaded the Flow app, and I've just been tracking my periods, and I have learnt a lot. as like an almost 32-year-old woman, I thought I was like pretty in tune with what my body was doing, but I have learned a lot, and it tells me like when my period's coming, when I'm ovulating. I mean, like I said, none of it really matters right now because it's just little old me, but it's so handy. But yeah, bit of a rogue one. I only mentioned it because I literally just got notified to like track a few symptoms and stuff, but it's really good. So if you find that you're struggling with your period, or, you know, I'm not going to sit here and recommend you guys to, you know, do this, that, and the other. It's your body, you know, speak to a doctor if you need to speak to a doctor, all that, you know, bollocks. But if you want to know a little bit more about your period and your body, really good. Good stuff. Okay, let's talk about hair, because obviously you guys have only really seen one video of me with this hair unless you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. This stuff, game changer. Like when I went this color, everyone was telling me about how difficult it was going to be to maintain. I have not gone to the salon since I got this done. Like, I'm probably going to go again soon just to get my roots touched up ever so slightly. But this is literally the color that I've managed to maintain, and it's all because of this stuff. So this is called the Revlon Nutricolor Filter, and this one is in the shade Tangerine. It's really, really good. I go through a bottle of this maybe like once a month, give or take. But I basically use this every 2 or 3 times I wash my hair just to kind of maintain the color. You can leave it in a little bit longer if you want it to be like more orange, but I love this. I think it just gives me a really nice copper color, and it's so easy to use. I literally use it in the shower, and you only have to keep it on for like 3 to 5 minutes. So basically I just shampoo my hair, and then I normally have gloves just because I don't want it to like stain underneath my fingers, although I don't think it actually stains that bad. But I'll chuck some gloves on and just like kind of really roughly sort of section my hair. I usually tend to like split it between like a top half and a bottom half, and I'll just like run it through my hair and just leave it to chill there while I'm like, I don't know, shaving my legs or, you know, doing whatever. And then you rinse it out, and you don't even need to add a conditioner or anything because it is a gloss product. It just makes your hair so shiny, but also deposits the color. And I mean, obviously I haven't tried the other colors, but they do a lot of other shades as well. So give it a go if you have fun colored hair, because I really love this, and I never hear anyone talk about it. I literally just picked it up on Amazon on a whim, and yeah, it's literally just helped me maintain my hair color for months now. Whilst we're on the topic of showers, I want to mention this stuff because we've already spoken about the period app and the tracker and stuff like that, and we're all friends here. So if you get spots on your bum for whatever reason, whether it's like, I don't know, time of the month, the underwear that you're wearing, maybe you're like sweating if you go into the gym, we've all been there. They're not fun, but you get like, look, okay, guys, just go away for a minute, okay? But girls, sometimes you do just get like spots around your bum, and they're not fun. And it's like, what do you do in that situation? This is what you do. I feel like I may have mentioned this years ago, but I haven't mentioned it for a long time. I don't know what mine looks like. It's probably a bit grim. Okay, yeah, it's a bit grim, but you know, it's fine. I scrub this on my ass. So this stuff here is called the Buffy Scrub from Lush, and smells so good. But basically, when you're in the shower, you take this and you literally just scrub it on your butt, like wherever you sort of need it. You can do it when you have spots on your bum, but also I just tend to do it every time I have a shower anyway. This keeps everything at bay, I guess because of the ingredients and the fact that it's got like scrubby bits in it. I don't know what the scrubby bits are, but they are scrubby bits. That's the scientific term for it. Literally, I like never have any sort of spot on my bum or anything like that. When I stopped using this for a little while, I just did that thing where I just like forgot that it existed and just never picked it up again. I noticed that it happened again a lot more frequently, like when I was going to the gym and stuff. But I use this, and if I use it regularly enough, nothing. Literally nothing. It's the best stuff ever, and it lasts a really, really long time. And yeah, you know, just big sis Steph coming in clutch quickly. If you get spots on your bum, don't worry about it. It's normal, but try this and you won't have them anymore. You're welcome. Okay, I want to talk about perfume, and I have 2 on very different ends of the spectrum. Let's start off with the one that you guys are going to really shout at me for. This I think might be the most expensive perfume I own. It's don't shout at me, please don't shout at me. It's £155 for 50 ml. Yep. 3 figures, and you ain't even getting 100 ml or even close to that, but I love it. I don't really care, and it is more of like a special occasion perfume for me. So good. It's such a weird perfume. Like, it's not like your standard, I don't know, like Carolina Herrera or Paco Rabanne sort of perfume. It's weird. But if you can get a chance to sniff it, give it a go because you might like it. But it's by the brand called DS & Durga, and it's their debaser perfume. The bottle is really nice and weighty, and so it should be for that price. I'm literally just trying to, you know, justify it to myself in my head as to why I actually bought this. But it's basically, I love a perfume dupe. Like, I love going to Zara and finding like dupes of perfumes and stuff. I cannot ever find anything that smells even remotely close to this. So I was just like, I'm just gonna have to buy it, because I did have a few samples like over the last few years, like teeny tiny little ones, and I was just obsessed with the perfume. It wears really, really nice on my skin as well. But I had a mad 5 minutes a couple of months ago and I just bought it. And I'm still haven't financially recovered, but I love it. So yeah, I don't know if I can, what were the notes? I feel like it was like moss, maybe fig. I'm gonna Google it. Oh, says it's smoky, a little sweet, and extremely titillating. I don't like that word. Get away from me with your titillating perfumes. So it's actually gender neutral as well. I mean, you don't need a perfume to tell you if it's gender neutral or not. Wear whatever the hell you want. But it's like gender neutral. It's got purple fig, wet white ethereal musk. Why is it wet though? Why is it wet? Soft blonde woods. They're just adding a lot of descriptive words in here. But yeah, it's totally unique. Never smelled anything like it. And I do really, really love it. And I'm sorry for telling you about this, because if you then go and smell it and then you'll feel inclined to buy it, I'm really sorry. Do it at your own risk, because she is spenny, but she's so nice. I'm going to spray probably about 4 quids worth then. Oh, just love it. Why did I do that? I've got to have a shower in a minute and take all my makeup off before my massage. I will never financially recover from this. But okay, please forgive me though, because I do have a way more affordable option for you guys. So if you haven't gone into M&S and tried out their perfumes, please do. Seriously, just go in there, get all the little like tester piece of paper things and spray everything, because they do so many dupes. I've got one that's like a dupe of, oh, what's it called? My brain isn't working. That's it, Le Labo Santal 33. There's one, I'll insert a picture of it. It's called Apothecary Warmth. This one here, I actually just picked up when I was getting my Living Proof dry shampoo from there. And it's the Orange Blossom and Amber one. If you have smelt normal opium from YSL, not black opium, but like the original, it smells almost identical to that. And I love my sort of older, more granny kind of scents. Like Debaser isn't anything like that, but I do love my very kind of like powdery, musky, like intense granny scents. And this is basically that, but I have a soft spot for this because my mum used to wear the original opium. And when I smelt it, I was just like, yes, but like I'm trying and failing, evidently, to not buy any more perfumes at the moment unless they're like my favorite ones that I just want to restock, because I do really just have so many. But these, I think, for 30ml are like £7 or £8. So I don't mind, you know, that's fine. But yeah, they literally do so many perfumes like this. So just go in, have a sniff. There's a load of articles you can Google. Just search for like M&S perfume dupes and they'll come up with like a list of all the different fragrances. But or you could just go in blind and just try a bunch of them and just pick up a few, because like I said, they're like £8 for 30ml and they last really, really well on the skin as well. And the bottles are quite cute too. Like I'm a bit of a stickler for like ugly perfume bottles, but these, they're pretty inoffensive. They just look kind of cute. And this one, by the way, has notes of orange blossom, amber, jasmine, and ylang ylang. And yeah, just a big fan. So if you fancy treating yourself, like, and just hating yourself a little bit afterwards, try out Debaser. If you fancy treating yourself and not feeling bad about it at all, because it's like £7 or £8, try the M&S perfumes. And if you like opium, then you'll really, really like this. Okay, I then want to talk about something that's a little bit boring, but totally forgot about this. This used to be an absolute game changer for me a few years ago, and I found it in the back of my drawer, and I love it, and I don't know why I stopped using it, but it's super, super, super cheap. It's the Vaseline Cocoa Butter Body Oil. Now, I really like using this, especially on my legs, because I get some very crusty, dusty legs, obviously with fake tan, with it being cold. I very rarely remember to like moisturize my body every single day. Like everything else, it shoulders up, what you guys see, all sorted. Using my little butt scrub, which no one sees, sorted. But my actual body, I'm like, meh, it's fine. And then every so often I look at myself and I'm like, why am I dusty? It smells so nice too. And also, if you mix this, I actually maybe need to do like a little TikTok or something, even though it's so easy to do. If you mix this with a little bit of like highlighter or some sort of like body shimmer, it's insane. Like have that on a night out, your skin will be sparkling but also really hydrated and smelling really, really good. But you can get this basically anywhere. Oh, also look at my cute little pumpkins. I know like some people don't have pumpkins out or anything like after Halloween. I do, because I actually think the whole like pumpkin-y sort of aesthetic is way cuter than a lot of Christmas stuff. But these little guys, I got these from Hobbycraft. I think this size was £3, £2 or £3 or something. And I think the big one was maybe like £6. Normally they're a lot more expensive than that, but they're like these little boucle pumpkins. And yeah, I just really like them. So speaking of me being a crusty biatch, let's talk about Liquid Gold from Alpha H. Again, a product that I used to use so much back in the day. If you like Pixie Glow Tonic, this is basically that, but on steroids. Like, this was the OG for me. I used to love this stuff so much. You only need the tiniest amount. Like, it's very potent. You do not want to be using this every single day. I tend to use this maybe like once or twice a week max, depending on, you know, what my skin's looking like. Not only does it get rid of like fake tan residue really well, you know how sometimes that you can get like a little bit of fake tan like around your nose or whatever. It gets rid of that, but it also just leaves your skin so soft and so glowy because it is like a glycolic acid. So it is basically like eating up your dead skin cells, which sounds way more scary than it is. It doesn't sting. If it does, you probably shouldn't be using this, but it just eats away at all your dead skin without like scratching at your skin with manual exfoliators. It's seriously one of the best ones ever. If you do want something a little bit more affordable, the Pixie Glow Tonic is great, but this one, if you can afford it, it is honestly such a staple. And I've got the 100ml, and I think I've probably had this bottle now for like 3 or 4 months. So it does last a really long time, but it's so good. Continuing on from my crusty ass face is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Night Oil. I used to use this again all the time, but it was one of those things that one day I think I just ran out or I put it down and I just didn't use it for a long time. But I picked this up again recently in like the last few months because I wanted an oil. I think I was doing like gua sha or something. Love this. Completely forgot why I ever stopped using it, but it's such a good night oil. I probably take, don't mind me, I'm using like a Christmas one at the moment, but I probably take like this much on my face, not even that much, so it lasts again a really long time. It smells so good. It smells like a spa. It sinks into your skin pretty quickly, but still gives you that like nice oiliness. You know, you don't want to be like an oil slick and like putting your face down on the pillow and being like slipping and sliding. It gives you like the plumpness of an oil that you want, but without it being sticky or making you look like a literal slug. But yeah, I really love this stuff. I use it probably every other night. I tend to like mix it up between using my tanning spray for my face one night and then I'll use this, and whatever I'm doing, my skin is loving it at the moment. So yeah, big fan of that. We'll try not to forget about it again, but I might, because I know how my brain works. Okay, got a bit of a rogue one here. Something you guys never hear me talking about because I actually never normally use them, but I have been recently. Eyelash curlers. So I have, not a flex here, sorry. I have really long eyelashes and they are like fairly curled anyway, but not like too extreme. But I often find that when I curl my eyelashes, they just look stupid. Like they curl around too much. It's like, oh, first world problems, I know. But they curl around too much and it just looks a bit stupid on my eye shape. These, however, from the brand, I think the brand's called Reefer, I'll have to double check, but this brand, they sent me a few things recently, is great. So like, I don't really know what makes these eyelash curlers different. I think it's because they're not as like curved as other ones and they do just kind of fit my eye shape a lot better, but they're really sturdy, really just like nice to hold. I know this probably sounds like absolute BS coming out of my mouth right now, but if you know eyelash curlers, like you know that sometimes they can be a little bit like flimsy and a bit weird. These are sturdy and they've got like a good squeeze to them. They don't pinch my eyes or anything like that, and they do just give me, I wish I could show you guys now, but they do just give me a really nice curl. So if I am doing like a no makeup look, but I want my eyelashes just have a little bit of a lift, I will use these and I love them. And I will say, actually, do I have any here? Yeah, I do. Their makeup brushes as well are so nice. I have, there's one in particular that I love. Yes, okay, this one. It's their 23 brush. This is the most perfect. It's almost making me angry. You know, when it's like something so cute, it just kind of makes you like just want to bite it. This is the most perfect little pencil brush in the world. Like, look how teeny tiny it is. And also, the brushes are just generally really nice to look at. They're like weighty enough as well, so they feel good in your hands, but they're so soft. All the brushes that I've tried out from them, these aren't necessarily like my favorites as such, but I did just want to give a little quick mention to them because I'd never heard of this brand before and they just have the softest brushes and also the nicest shapes. Like, we need more pencil brushes like this. And there was another one, if I can find it. Yes, this one, the 29 brush. This might not look like anything to you, but can you see how stubby and sharp that little edge brush is, it's the perfect thing to clean up liner or your lip liner or whatever. We need more purposeful brushes like this. We all know how to sort of do like a great fluffy brush. I need stuff like this to get the job done, to get everything looking just snatched. And I love this brush. Okay, I have a few more things. They're actually clothing related for once, because since losing a little bit of weight, I basically had to buy a whole new wardrobe, which was fun, but again, my bank balance was not happy about it. But one thing, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, which you can find just up here, by the way, please follow me, let's be friends. I've been loving a skirt. I love short skirts. I'm not normally the sort of person that gets the top half of me out. Like, I'll get my arms out, but I don't really get like my boobs out that often. But I am more of like a leg person. If I'm getting some skin out, it's usually my legs. But also, I understand that I am a child and I can't be trusted with short skirts because I would just be showing my bum to everyone. So, a skirt is what I've been loving. This one is just from Primark. It cost me, I think, like £13. It's from the Rita Ora collection. And I'm obsessed with it. I do kind of wish it went all the way around because I do prefer it when they do look like a skirt from like all angles. But I did get one from ASOS. I think it was by the brand Stradivarius that does just look like a black skirt kind of similar to this, but it has the shorts built underneath. Honestly, such a game changer. Like, we need to have more clothes as women. We need more clothes to have more pockets, and we also need things like this to have built-in shorts underneath, because then I could go for a jog, never would. I could do a cartwheel, might do that. I can shove everything in my pockets. Like, it's just such a good skirt and really good quality as well. But skirts in general, I've been loving, but specifically this one in particular. Okay, I then wanted to mention one more thing because these might be the best pajamas that have ever existed. I've only brought the top down. Do I need to say anything? I don't think I do. I really don't think I do. It's by the brand called Blue Bella. They do some very, very sexy underwear, but I came across these recently because we were doing like a little birthday party in like an Airbnb for one of my best friends, and she basically wanted everyone to wear animal pajamas that night, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna find some good ones, and oh boy, did I succeed. So I have this shirt. I also have like this little crop top thing, which is nice, but my boobs do fall out of it constantly. And then I have some little shorts as well that are very sort of like risque looking shorts, but this is just what I wear typically when I'm wearing them. But how cute. I think I actually got them in the sale as well, so I will link them down below. But look at these little guys. Look at them. Like, look at this dude and the little family portrait thing there. Like, there's just so much to look at, and they're really, really soft. I don't know if they are full satin or not. I'm thinking maybe they are, or like mostly satin, but they're really, really soft and they wash really well as well, and I just love them. They're like, ooh, like I'm wearing like comfy pajamas, but also they're kind of sexy because they're satin or silk or whatever it is, but also they're mildly insane. So it's like covering all bases here, but I love them. So I wanted to show you guys those as well because I think they're the coolest pajamas in the world. And yeah, that's basically all I've been loving over the last few months. I feel like we've got a nice little array here, some old favorites, but also some new favorites. And of course, if you guys do want to check out anything from Merit, don't forget you can buy a load of bundles that I will link down below. And like I said, your first order, no matter how big or small it is, you will get this free bag as well. So check them out. Like I said, my favorites are the complexion stick, the bronze balm, and then also the moisturizing primer. I'd say they're my top three, but honestly, pretty much everything from this brand that I've tried, I really, really rate. So check that out if you guys are interested. And again, I will leave links to everything else that I featured in this video down below. But that's about it from me today. I'm now going to go in, have a quick shower, take off this makeup, and then be face down in my lounge for the next hour because I've got some woman coming over to dig her elbows into my back, and I am so excited. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here. If you enjoyed this video, as always, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me because I upload all the damn time. Kind of. We're getting there, people. And yeah, let me know what other videos you guys want me to see. If you want me to do more favorites videos, you know, a little bit more frequently, I can do that. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna go hop in my shower, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you, bye.